Hi everyone, it's me Louie and welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to look at EasyStore's POS system. It's the EasyStore retail solution for merchants who already have an EasyStore e-commerce store and want to add POS or point of sale terminals to their business. So today we're going to try to look at all the main features of the POS system and try to answer the question of who this solution is best for and who this solution might not be a good fit for. So stay tuned for the rest of the video if you want to find out. If you go to the EasyStore website, you'll see that now there are two key solutions that EasyStore is offering: the e-commerce and the retail. Back in the days when EasyStore just launched, it was mainly an e-commerce solution, but now retail has become a key component of their business. The first and most important thing you should know about the e-commerce POS system is that it is not a standalone solution. Since EasyStore is an e-commerce first platform, you have to understand that when you subscribe to the POS system, you also get an e-commerce store, no matter which plan you are on. For those of you watching who are not subscribed to an EasyStore plan yet, let me quickly show you the different types of plans available. On the pricing page, you can see two kinds of plans: e-commerce plan and retail plan. Both of these plans include the potential of adding POS, but the e-commerce plan is emphasized for the online seller, whereas the retail plan also takes into account more advanced retail needs. I won't go into the specific details and differences between each of these plans. I might leave it for another video, but for the purpose of discussing the POS, we need to look at one main thing, and that is the sales channel. So the POS inside EasyStore is considered a sales channel. If you are on the e-commerce plan, then when you enable the POS, it will take up one of the sales channels allocated to your plan. For example, you have 2 sales channels on the Lite plan, 5 sales channels on the standard plan, and 10 sales channels on the business plan. So let's say you activate the POS system on the Lite plan, then you will actually not have any more sales channels. The reason is that one of the sales channels will be your online store. So if you have one online store and one POS, then that's it. You can't enable other sales channels like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and so on. So let's say you are someone who doesn't use those channels. The Lite plan is fine, but let's say you sell online, may need the POS, and also your Facebook and Instagram. The Lite plan is greatly insufficient. So you might want to consider going for the standard or the business plan. But for some business owners, even those limits may still be not enough. So that's where the retail plans come into play. What's different here is that the retail plan is focused on the merchant with a more complex retail need. So for example, you have a smaller online store and a larger retail presence, or you have both, a large retail store and then also a large retail presence. Okay, so let's take a look at what the difference is. As you can see here, instead of putting the POS as part of the sales channel, the POS is separate. So all of these plans already have the POS, and then you can use the remaining sales channels for other needs. For example, to enable your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and so on. On top of that, if you scroll down a little bit further, you'll find that you have the opportunity to add on some more additional retail related hardware. I believe that these will come at a much cheaper rate compared to if you were to buy them outside at retail prices. So now let's actually get into the e-commerce store, and then let me show you how you can enable and use this POS system inside your EasyStore. So this is a pretty new test store that I created some time ago. So it's pretty blank right now, but I've put in one product just to show you how the POS will work. Inside your store, if you haven't enabled or used up all your sales channels, you'll see that you have the opportunity to add more sales channels right here, or by clicking the channels on your left sidebar. As you can see here, there are a lot of sales channels available, but what you want to add is the point of sale. Just click this and then click on enable. And then once you've enabled the point of sale, you can just view it. Okay, so you can immediately see the point of sales on your web, but generally you want to use this on your phone, your tablet, or the recommended device, which is the Sunmi V2. Nonetheless, the web version is pretty much the same thing you'll find whether you use it on a mobile, tablet, or the POS terminal device. So let's take a look at what the features are on this checkout page. You'll see that by default, you'll have the 4 carts display, the custom items, orders, customers, products, and then below that, your products. Okay, I've only added one product into this store, that's why I only see one. But let's say you have more products in your store, then you'll see more products there. So this is actually a page that you can customize to make it more convenient for your personal checkout process. The way you customize it is by clicking on this button. Okay, so you can see here that these are what they call the quick actions. You can remove any of these quick actions that were added by default, or keep them there and then add new ones by clicking here. So when you click on that personalized quick actions button, you'll see this pop up, and then you can add carts related to 3 things: collections, products, and discounts. Collections refer to the categories on your store. Okay, so this can be useful if you want to quickly access certain categories that you always sell, or products, so specific products that you want to pin up. Maybe they're popular, maybe they're add-on, something like that. You can add them here as well. And then the discounts. Discounts, I think, is definitely a must. You can add them by the amount, like RM10, RM20, the absolute discount, or by percentage. Okay, 10% off, 20% off, etc. Unfortunately, I don't see the option of adding a voucher code here. Maybe they will add that in later, but I think these are pretty good. So let's try to add a discount. Okay, so if you add the discount, you'll find it appear on your home screen. Let's add another discount. Okay, so these can be fixed discounts like that, or you can give them more specific names related to a sale or a campaign that you're doing. The 11/11 discount. 11. So anything you want like that. So once you're happy with the personalized home screen in front of you, you can save it by clicking on the check button right here. And you see that now we have a few more cards appear. The 10 ringgit discount, 10% off discount, the 11/11 discount. anything that you've added will appear here, including the products, categories, and so on. Alright, so once you've customized this section, let me take you to the other part of the POS system that might be interesting for you, and that is related to the customers. So you can see here that the POS system has the customer section built in. For some POS systems, this may not be automatic. Some POS systems require you to pay some money in order for you to activate this particular component, or they may not even have it at all. So this is one of the key benefits of using the POS system that is provided by EasyStore. The CRM is built right into the POS system, and the good thing about this POS system CRM is that it is synced with your e-commerce store. So for example, if your customer has bought online from you before, their details will be stored in your online store, and then they can be retrieved at the POS terminal. So let's say you have a customer walk up to you. You can either get their name to find their name in the store database, or you can even add them right here. Okay, so if they have never come to the store before, you can add their name here. For example, if I'm Jennifer, if the customer is Jennifer, just okay, so I can either add a new customer. Okay, that's the way I add a new customer, or say I don't add this customer, let me add an existing customer. So there you go. Okay, so you can add it that way, or you can find your customer from the database, so both options are valid. Okay, so once the customer name is keyed in and logged, all their purchases will then be synced. Okay, so whatever they buy online, whatever they buy from your store, everything will be synced together. From their purchase history, you can understand or profile this customer and give them some offers later on. Or another very important and useful use case is for them to also participate in the loyalty program, where they can earn points and redeem them for discounts later. But I need to emphasize here that the loyalty program is not available on all the plans, so you have to make sure that you are on the correct plan so that you will have the loyalty program enabled if you need it. The other thing is that you can also scan the barcode on any physical card that you issue to your customers. Okay, so I can't do it on the web right here, but if you click on this button, you can also put in the number on the web. But if you're on a device that can scan, you can just scan the customer's card. Alright, so that's about it, all about the customer part of the checkout process. So now let's look at an actual checkout. When you are checking out the customer, the first thing you need to do is key in the product that they've bought. So there are two ways you can do this. You can either do it manually by clicking on the product right here if you have pinned it, for example, or you can also use a barcode scanner or your device to scan it. For example, if you have your POS enabled on an iPhone, you can just use your iPhone camera to scan the barcode. It's not compulsory for you to have a barcode scanner. But if let's say you don't want to do that, you can always connect an external scanner to your device. The other option, of course, is to use the Sony V2 terminal with everything enabled. So it depends on what your setup is. So these are all the options that you can use. Okay, for the web, I'm going to just click on the product, as you can see. All right, so let's say I want to apply a discount. I can just click here and the discount will be applied. And there's also the option of text as well, depends on your business setup. Okay, so let's say this is an order by customer named Jennifer Lee. Jennifer Lee walked into the store, bought a t-shirt, got a discount, and now she has to pay the 10 ringgit. Okay, so let's click on this, checking out. So when you check out, you can see there are a few payment options available. They can either do cash payment, external terminal. Okay, external terminal means you have a credit card processor or something to process your payments outside of this bank transfer. Okay, or cash on delivery. Okay, cash on delivery is for example, they have come to your store and then they bought something that needs to be delivered later. Okay, this is an option. So 4 different options. So let's say I go for the cash. Okay, you just key in how much you've received, and then you can also decide whether or not you want to print the receipt. Okay, if you don't want to print the receipt, you can email the receipt to the customer if they've provided their email address. Alright, so let's say this is what I do. Okay, so I have this order that has been created. As you can see here, you can again print the receipt or email the receipt to the customer. If let's say they say I don't want to keep any physical receipts, please email the receipt to me. Just click on email the receipt. Alright, so once you're done here, you can go back. Okay, so when the order is complete on the POS, the order will also be synced to your e-commerce store, right? So let's go back there to check it out. Okay, switch back to the admin. We click here, find that, there you go. The order is synced. Okay, so this is particularly useful because you want all your orders to be in one place so that later when you do your accounting, reconciliation, everything will be much easier. Alright, so you can also find the customer here, whoever you've added from the POS into the system. It will come here, and if you click on her, you can see what items they've bought. Okay, basically all the history, whether online or offline. So let's say if you have the loyalty program enabled, you'll also see that they've also started to collect some points, what when they've done their redemption, etc. So that's it. We have covered the key features of the EasyStore POS system. Now maybe we can try to answer the question, which kind of business is the POS system best for, and which kind of business is this not a very good solution for? To recap, the main feature of the POS system in EasyStore is that it can sync all your product, customer, order information into your e-commerce store. This gives you a unified view of everything and makes management, account inventory, accounting much simpler. So this system, for me, I think it's best for those businesses which have a strong e-commerce as well as retail presence. If you have a much smaller operation offline, maybe you can choose the e-commerce plan with one POS sales channel enabled. But if let's say you have multiple stores, then maybe the retail plan would be much better for you. On the other hand, there's some kinds of business that may not work very well with this kind of POS system, and that is the F&B related businesses. Unlike some other kitchen POS, this system doesn't appear to be designed for that kind of purpose. It doesn't, for example, have the very essential kitchen display setups already available. On the other hand, no table arrangement setup on the checkout page as well. So these are some basic things that for an F&B might be quite essential to help smoothen the operation in their business. So this is why I think that it's more suitable for retail businesses and much less suitable for F&B, food, cafes, this kind of business. So that's it for my quick overview of the EasyStore POS system. By the way, I can also help you with any of your EasyStore or e-commerce needs. If you need some consulting help with your setup or just some consulting related to a business idea that you have, feel free to drop me a message in the link below and I'll get back to you within 24 hours on a business day. Thank you so much for your time watching this video, and I hope that I can see you again in my next video. If you have any comments regarding the EasyStore POS system, feel free to leave them in the comment sections below. And if you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up to help me with the algorithm on YouTube. Thank you so much.